Hi guys, I hope you're all well. It's currently Sunday the 26th of October 2025 and welcome to week 511 of my weight loss journey. In last week's video we all saw I had a gain of half a pound or 0.2 kilogram, which saw my body mass index go from 54.7 up to 54.8. Just like I always do, I'm going to start the proceedings off by reviewing my calorie consumption for the past week, which you can see in the graph above. The average of this was 2,062 compared to the previous week of 2,391. So it has seen a relatively large jump downwards, and there is a reason behind it. Last Sunday I actually started taking a 2.5 mg dosage of a weight loss injection called Monjaro. Now, the reasons behind this is I've been having a few issues, as you all know, over the last couple of years. Seem to just be always gaining weight, no matter what I do. So I've obviously been seeing the doctor. I've actually had a consultant with regards to checking my hormone system and all this type of stuff. And it turns out I have extremely low testosterone. My reading I think is either 4 or 5 or 5 or 6, and for my age it should be between 15 and 30. So I'm significantly below. Unfortunately, one of many side effects of low testosterone is weight gain and obesity. So at least I've got an answer to why my weight has always been fluctuating, and even when I've been having relatively good weeks, or when not relatively, I have been having good weeks, I've been seeing weight gains at the end of it. So it kind of gives me some sort of answers now as to why the last couple of years I've been finding it more of a struggle than normal to try and lose my weight. So the consultant who I saw at hospital suggested that maybe just to help boost things, to try a weight loss injection. So obviously it doesn't actually help you physically lose pounds, it just obviously suppresses your appetite. And I must say it has actually suppressed my appetite this past week. So I've eaten much less. My normal lunch and evening meal has also been significantly less than it would normally be. So from that respect, obviously it's worked. So, but because I know that I have this testosterone issue, it's going to be very interesting for me if I actually see noticeable change in my results. So even though I'm eating a little bit less, will this help me out? We'll see. We'll see what happens. So I'm on the lowest dosage of 2.5 mg, and that's a 1 month dosage, and it costs £150. I'm not getting it free on the NHS. I don't qualify for it under the NHS. I don't meet the medical criteria. The only thing I do fulfill is a BMI and one of 5 criteria. Well, actually, there's five medical conditions, and you've got to fulfill 4 out of the 5 of them, and I only have 1 of them, and that's blood pressure, high blood pressure. So I don't qualify to get it free of charge on the National Health Service, so I have to buy it privately. So it costs £150. And that is for 1 injection every week for 4 weeks, so £150 per month. And obviously you can go up in dosage amount if you wish, but obviously that will cost more. So at the moment I'm on the lowest dosage, and it certainly has helped suppress my appetite a little bit, but I still obviously have to put the effort in to lose the weight. So it's helpful not having this hungry feeling around me, or especially me not thinking about food as much. So that's that. So a little bit of positive there, and a little bit of background as to why my results potentially have been the way they are. It's potentially behind this medical condition now. Anyway, let's move on. My fluid consumption, that's seen an increase. I'm not surprised because I've been back at work. This is now at 3,264 millilitres as an average for the week, which is above my 3,000, but below my ultimate 3,500 milliliter average target. So, but still, it's a good result. How about my activity levels? Well, we all know I like to monitor my step count. This can be seen in the graph above. The average of this was 5,779 compared to the previous week at 6,408. So it has seen a reduction. I've been back at work. I've been sat for the most part of it behind the desk. There's been a lot of administration work to catch back up on. And it's just, so I've been having some long days. So not really fit in as much walking as I would like. It's that time of the week where we all get to see my latest weighing result. So here it is, guys. Here's my weighing. I weigh 187.1 kilograms, which is 412.5 pounds, or 29 stone, 6.5 pounds. This means after the last week of being on Mounjaro, I've seen a loss of 1 pound, or 0.5 kilogram. But if I compare this result to the result that I obtained at Slimming World, you can see this right here. At Slimming World this week, I saw a loss of 2 pounds, or 0.9 kilogram. Now, I've mentioned this before, there is always some slight discrepancies that happens occasionally between my home weighing result and the one that I achieved at Slimming World. On this occasion, the Slimming World result is obviously a lot better. Their weighing scales are far more accurate than mine. But I've always, since I've mentioned it before, I started off my weight loss journey weighing myself on my home weighing scales. So just to keep a consistent weekly result against those scale results, I'm going to use my home weighing result as a 1 pound loss. But even though I've lost 2 pounds at Slimming World, so it's a 1 pound loss for my own personal records, but I have lost more. But personally, I was expecting, because I've eaten significantly less this past week, my appetite obviously has been suppressed with the aid of the injection, and I would have thought honestly that that should have seen a bit of a larger loss. Who knows? Maybe I'll see an extra lot, a better loss next week. But nevertheless, anything between 1 and 3 pounds is a good result. So I'm happy with the loss. I can't grumble at that. Based on this week's weight loss, it sees my body mass index go from 54.8 down to 54.7. And for my third weight loss target, last week it was minus 17.6% complete. And after the loss, it goes up to minus 16.1% complete. So in the 511 weeks that I've been doing this weight loss journey, I've lost a total of 128.7 pounds, which is 58.4 kilograms, or 9 stone, 2.7 pounds. Next week, obviously, I'll be on my second week of having the weight loss injection Mounjaro. Hopefully, I'll see another loss. Again, for me, anything between 1 and 3 pounds is my ultimate weekly target. It would be nice with this injection. Hopefully, it gives me a bit of a boost to lose a bit more, but we'll just have to wait and see. I do have a business trip planned this coming week. I'm travelling down to Southampton on the south coast of England for obviously work. So that's going to be a day travelling down there on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday I'll be visiting who I need to visit, and then travelling back on Thursday. So it's going to be 3 days out of my week of travelling. Obviously, anything like last week, my hunger or my appetite was suppressed. I wasn't always feeling hungry, and it was nice not having that feeling. Let's see what happens this coming week. Let's see that if I can keep my appetite suppressed. Okay, so hopefully I want to see a loss result, despite the fact that I'm doing a business trip. So watch this space. But other than that, guys, that's it. That's the end of this week's video. As always, if you'd like to continue following me along my weight loss journey and hopefully get to see much less of me in the future, by all means subscribe to my channel so you don't get to miss out on any future videos that I post. I wish you all a fantastic week. Stay safe. look after one another, and I'll see you all again next Sunday.